Dear international students, there will be a detailed discussion now in the perspective of various stakeholders regarding post study work and graduate route in the UK. So, my understanding tells that it will stay post study work and graduate route, it will stay. This is the nutshell of the talk, but let's try to explore regarding could the UK graduate route be axed, will be finished, because if we just go back to the history since 1 decade, more than 10 years, even when David Cameron, he was Prime Minister of UK, he was of the opinion to go for this reduction of migration. So it was in 2014. So then, now, see now the same person, he is again in the UK in the government. So now the things are different. Although he is working now Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs, and the coincidence does not bode well. So we can understand that when we see the present situation, the Home Secretary James cleverly announced that the Migration Advisory Committee has been asked to review the graduate route, the UK's current post-study work visa. It is important that we now put to bed the suggestion that the visa will be scrapped. So Nicholas, who was working for Nottingham Trent University, I read his wonderful commentary as well. And then the review of the graduate route is to prevent abuse and protect the integrity and quality of UK higher education. So it is not a tap to put on, put off. Previously, it took 10 years to put it on. And now again, if you are giving it to Migration Advisory Committee, which decides about all these immigration matters and suggest Parliament, House of Commons, House of Parliament. So here we are discussing impact of graduate route and post-study work. But we need to understand that is there any mention since this 1 week that tens of thousands, millions pounds international students bring in this country in the form of tuition fee and accommodation, and then they live in this country in a terrible situation as well. And now when we talk about this student issues, so there is only one element, one important point, that is post-study work. So if we just see that it was started in 2021, and if you came on student visa for bachelor program starting from foundation 22, 23, you have not even completed your bachelor degree, and now the things are being talked about being scrapped, this visa, which is in, I know that it'll be there, but let's see different opinions, different words. Mark Bennett, Director of Audience and Insight, that find a university, commented saying it is concerning, though hardly surprising, to see that prospective students would be put off by changes to the graduate route. So, the sharp fall in this January, because students will not be able to bring their dependents if they are coming simply graduate or postgraduate studies without a research oriented program. So the proposed changes will only expedite the unwelcoming message. So normally, when we talk about real international strategy of education for UK, that should be welcoming for the students, but it shows that it is not any more welcoming. So if you cannot bring your dependents, you cannot switch into, while you are student, into tier 2, and you cannot apply for post-study work, then why students will come? And what kind of this strategy, international strategy is, while there are wonderful facilities in Australia, Canada, New Zealand. So people will love to go there. But let's see in which way the decision of our recommendations of MAC comes, Migration Advisory Committee. And then we will see what it happens. It will be a nervous wait for MAC to make its recommendations with so much at stake, not least because when the tap was turned off last time, it took more than a decade to turn back on it. So let's see. This is, I don't want to, it's weekend, and but this discussion will be very beneficial for educational agents and who help students to come to the UK, and for students. If you have any question, because I received few calls and messages about this post-study work, so I thought that at least I should tell you that the nutshell is it will stay there. But again, the ball is in the court of MAC, Migration Advisory Committee, and about their recommendations, whether they are going to exit or keep it. So most prevalent and dominant idea is this, that it will stay, but though in a reformed structure. There will be some changes, but it will stay. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.